All right, so we've got our president here, Barack Obama, our great president, Barack Obama. He goes and he endorses gay marriage. So I don't have a statement. I want to ask a question. Let's check him out first. Obama endorses gay marriage. Dragon go out. I don't want to see any. I want YouTube. Barack Obama supports gay marriage. Finally. And this is what he says. And keep in mind, I've agreed with Barack Obama.
As I said, I've been going through an evolution on this issue. I've always been adamant that gay and lesbian Americans should be treated fairly and equally. And that's why, in addition to everything we've done in this administration, rolling back Don't Ask, Don't Tell, so that outstanding Americans can serve our country, whether it's no longer defending the Defense Against Marriage Act, which tried to federalize what has historically been state law. I've stood on the side of broader equality for the LGBT community. And I had hesitated on gay marriage, in part because I thought civil unions would be sufficient, that was something that would give people hospital visitation rights and other elements that we take for granted. And I was sensitive to the fact that for a lot of people, the word marriage was something that evokes very powerful traditions, religious beliefs, and so forth. But I have to tell you that over the course of several years, as I talk to friends and family and neighbors, when I think about members of my own staff who are incredibly committed, monogamous relationships, same-sex relationships, who are raising kids together, when I think about those soldiers or airmen or Marines or sailors who are out there fighting on my behalf and yet feel constrained, even now that Don't Ask, Don't Tell is gone, because they're not able to
showing that off a little bit.
Commit themselves in a marriage. At a certain point, I've just concluded that for me personally, it is important for me to go ahead and affirm that I think same-sex couples should be able to get married.
So, President Obama goes and endorses same-sex marriage. I've agreed with Obama before now, just to try to be appeasing and fair and keep the peace in the country, to allow civil unions. I was with that. So, the question is, what is Obama thinking? Has Obama lost his mind? Gay marriage. Or is he thinking? Then the other question is your vote up for grabs? Why or why not? Is this something that can stop you from voting for President Obama? I'm going to I don't know if I'll come out with some more videos. I don't want to be too controversial here. Pull the Bible out a little bit and teach some lessons and blast that all over the internet and see if we can get a conversation going. I'm going to do some Google Plus Hangouts. And I'll keep you updated and let you know when they'll take place. And the questions that we want to deal with in the Google Plus Hangouts. The Gallup poll and the statistics. And I believe Obama may be all right as far as, his campaign. Because over 50%, over half of Americans, we're pretty much split, but over half of Americans agree with him. And so I don't think it'll hurt him that bad. But there are also other Gallup polls. As far as the political preference, we're for individuals who are homosexual. It's about an even split. The same percentage that are Democrats, are independents, or are Republicans. So it's not one political preference that's going off on this homosexual tangent. Here in America, there are conservatives, liberals, and independents on a pretty even keel that are homosexual. These are some pretty interesting polls and facts about homosexuals in America. First of all, back around 1994, because a lot of people hadn't came out yet, the percentages were real low. But now there are polls that suggest that 1 in 4 Americans are gay, lesbian, or transgender. So 25% of Americans. This is what's real interesting. The income considerations. The polls show that people who make $75,000 or more a year, in that bracket, only 18.5% are homosexual. Then, when the money goes down to $30,000 to $75,000 a year, it shoots up to 22%. And for people who make under $30,000 a year, it's right at 36% homosexual. So, one of the questions that we're going to deal with in the Hangouts is it that because you're poor and miserable that you flock to, experimenting with homosexuality? Is it that the more money you make, you end up not even, giving homosexuality the time of the day? And the reason we're going to deal with the question is because the statistics show that the more money people make, then most of them are not homosexuals. So the more money people make, what's the relation between your income and you choosing to be homosexual or not? Education. Postgraduates, 16.4%. Doctorate degrees, lawyers, higher. 16.4% are gay. College grads, a notch under postgrads, 15.6. And so it goes down a little bit, but it's pretty much the same with college grads and post grads. People who just had some college, shoots up, 24% gay, homosexuals. High school or less. Just finished high school, forget any more education, got enough knowledge, or maybe you have some other issues, or maybe you decide to do a trade, or maybe you didn't graduate and you get a GED, or maybe you didn't graduate and you don't get a GED. 31% homosexual, gay. So another question that we're going to deal with in the Google Plus Hangouts is, what's the effect of a person's education and where they are intellectually on that person making the decision, that they should be with someone emotionally and in love and sexually that is the same gender as they are. Does your education level have an effect on that decision making? Is it that people with post-grad degrees or college degrees, or even people with a little college education, is it that they're, trained a little better to make these decisions that affect your life? Or, we just want to have a discussion about why is it that as the education, intellectual knowledge level rises, less people in those higher intellectual brackets choose, because it's just a choice and a decision. They choose, less people choose to be involved sexually and in love and emotionally with someone that is the same gender as they are, the same sex, and has the same tools and the same physical build as them. So that's another question that we'll ask. For men, 19.5% homosexual. For women, it's more, about right at 30%, 29.7. Does, what's the deal there? We'll deal with that. Just a simple discussion. Why is it that more women are homosexual or bisexual than men? And then age, 18 to 29, 29.9%, right at 30%. And the older you go, as far as age, it drops all the way down to 22%. So does age have anything to do with it? The older you get, there are less people who are homosexual. The more money you make, there are less people that are homosexual. The more education you have, the less people that are willing to be involved with someone that is the same sex and the same gender, sexually or in love or emotionally. So we'll have a Google Plus discussion, and I'll keep you guys posted and let you know when we're gonna do that. And we'll just talk about it, and we'll talk about Obama. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the North Carolina ban on homosexual marriage, and your president endorsing homosexual marriage, and how you feel about it, and if you'll still vote for him, if it affects your vote either way. And let me know that you want to attend the Google Plus Hangout. And make sure you go get you a Gmail account and sign up for Google Plus. You can find me on there, John Whitehurst, JohnWhitehurst. You can hook up with me on Twitter at revjvwhitehurst. And even on Facebook, facebook.com/make a statement show, facebook.com/revjvwhitehurst. So, until next time, God bless you, my brother, my sister. Leave me a comment. It's been real. Google Plus Hangout, Saturday, 5 p.m. Central Time. That's this Saturday, coming up, May the 19th, 2012, 5 p.m. Central Time. Meet us at gplus.to/revjvwhitehurst. That's gplus.to/revjvwhitehurst. gplus.to/revjvwhitehurst if you want to participate in the Google Plus Hangout. Saturday, May 19th. Holla. Look at it this way. It's your opportunity to get on the big screen. Come hang out with Rev. gplus.to/revjvwhitehurst. See you there.